All right, man. So who do I have here with me today, man?
Lawrence.
Lawrence, my man. First off, time is valuable, and I value my time. So I know you value your time, and I just want to thank you, for giving me a little bit of your time to talk about issues that are going on in the homeless population and community. I really appreciate your time, man.
Yeah.
And I just wanted you to know that. So, Lawrence, how old are you, and how long have you been homeless, man?
49, and I've been homeless since 2007.
2007. That's a long time. Some would say that's a long time. Now, have you used any resources that come along with being homeless, like rapid housing, things of that nature?
Yeah, I did. But with my experience that I had, I was being housed temporary at a shelter in Tempe, and we were consistently, like every day I had to show them that I was looking for an apartment and who I spoke to and whether I'm going to do a walkthrough or whatever the business is. I had to write it in my log about what I was doing. So anyways, out of 30 some places, it just came down to 2 places. One would be Penny Tree, the other one was Canyon Palms out in Phoenix. So there was only 2 places that would take me with the criteria that I provided.
Okay.
And they worked with Canyon Palms, I guess, for years and shit. So they told me it was going to be a shoo-in. The day of that I moved in, my case manager informs me, Lawrence, I got some bad news. I said, why? What's up? I said, I thought you were driving me to Canyon Palms. I said, I'm ready. They're like, you're ready right now? I go, yeah. She's like, can you put your stuff in the truck? I said, yeah. I was a mover for 7 years. I can move anything you want. I said, yeah, I can put my stuff in there. I was already knocking at her door in 5 minutes.
Wow.
I said, look, I'm ready to go. Oh, whoa. You're done? I said, yeah. Everything in that room is gone. Everything I wanted. I've been packing for a week, anticipating going to get into an apartment. The day of that I'm getting the apartment, she tells me that funding for the Rapid Rehousing program through their hub, because it's a hub, has no funding.
Yeah, that's awful, man.
I go, why did you tell me this
prior?
After I'm expected to sign the lease.
Yeah, that's sad, man.
I go, this shit's wrong, man. Like, come on, tell me you're lying.
Yeah.
You guys said you would help me for 3 months. Well, I went through a huge ordeal there, man. And I was there 4 months, and the realty company came and they put notices on my door saying, we need to speak, it's urgent. You have not paid your rent since May, blah, blah, blah. I go, what the hell? And I go, you know what? There's got to be something wrong with this. No, the company that I was going through said that they would handle it for 3 months. Who lets someone live on property for 4 months and then informs them? Dude, it felt suspect as a motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm sorry you had to go through that, man.
I go, wait a minute. And I'm like, if I had any less hair than this, I just got my haircut. I did it myself.
Yeah.
If I had this would be receding because of all the stress that I was going through. And I was trying to get a job.
Man. I can imagine.
And the more and more I tried to get a job, the more and more people I knew locally would detour me.
Yeah.
By making a fit, mustaches here, pitching a fit, man, and fucking not really listening to my demand. My demand was leave my home so I can go to this interview, so I can sign the application, so I can get working. I need to pay for this place.
Yeah.
I had 4 people come in my home saying that they would help me.
Oh yeah.
A lot with those things in mind. None of them.
That's awful, man.
As soon as I said no, this can't happen. No, you can't have this. you're not even paying any rent, man.
Yeah, it almost seems like you kept going through like a wall. Like there's always a wall. Each time you get to a certain point, there's a wall,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Is that kind
Yeah.
of the sentiment
yeah.
here?
It's just like that. You know, I'm from West Phoenix, so it's like, you know, there's a certain number of things that you expect to see, expect to go through. I didn't expect to be treated so unfairly,
Yeah.
and then to be put in a predicament. That lady said that my case manager said that she had dealt with Canyon Palms before. If she dealt with Canyon Palms before, she knew what kind of property it was. She knew what kind of things that people would be going through, but did not inform me at all.
Awful.
I was in the worst corridor there was in the whole property.
Yeah, that's awful, man.
The worst.
Yeah, I'm sorry you
My
had to
door
go
was
through
kicked
that,
in several
man.
times. The next door fucking apartment was broken in 8 times. They went front, back, it didn't matter. They were coming in.
Yeah. And that's the life of being out here, you know?
And then, but yeah, going through all that experience, I don't know if I want to do that again. I don't know any other option besides that, because I mean, I can work, I can do things, and yeah, all that shit about, you know, my work history and what I can do, my capabilities is all coming back to me, and maybe I can get some training on how to conduct an interview or
So
something.
what about
because
your
it's-
energy, man?
it's been a
How's your
while.
energy level? You gotta be tired. I mean, I'm
Oh, yeah, I
older
am.
now, man. Once you hit these 40s, man, you start realizing that, you know, things aren't easy anymore, man.
Yeah.
Things get harder, you know, harder and harder and harder. And, you know, it's almost like a time lapse, you know. You wake up and you're 50, you know.
This time
this
of
is
day
crazy.
is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
I can wake up at 7 o'clock, all of a sudden it's 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it seems
And
like
I don't
the day
even know
goes so
how
fast.
that happened. I mean, sometimes I gotta tighten up my brakes, I gotta adjust my gears, I gotta change a tire or something, whatever, the grips, anything and everything on bikes I do. So it's like sometimes I'm not seeing the results that I expected to see once I started the job, and then it's get prolonged. But most cases, I don't even know how the hell I got how it's evening already.
Yeah, man.
You know,
I agree
feel
with
like
you, buddy.
I feel
agree
like
with
the
you.
world has changed so much, and that the thermal, whatever it is up there that's going on, and how our atmosphere is changing.
And the ecosystem.
The
is
ecosystem and,
crazy fast.
things are not cooling down and heating up, and you know, as they would. And I notice that the days are hotter.
Definitely.
You know, every
Yeah.
summer it seems like, where am I living at, man? Like, it is so fucking hot. Being as a kid, I used to walk home from the west side, you know, Phoenix Unified School District. I'd have a book or something blocking my face because it was so freaking hot. The day I hit 123, I was outside.
Yeah, really.
And I couldn't believe it. I was like, this can't be Phoenix.
Yeah, it's Phoenix.
This is
all right.
crazy.
It's Phoenix, man.
But yeah, for his energy level and I'm a little tired. I'm a little down right now.
Nothing left but to keep on pushing, though,
still,
right?
I'm still looking for some real people.
Yeah,
wherever
man.
they're at. Like you know, biblically and sensibly, iron sharpens iron. So where's that iron that I need to be sharpened by?
Man.
Where's that person?
I hear
Because
that, man.
Whoever
I
you
hear
are,
that.
I want to meet you.
Yeah, please.
For
please.
real, because
yeah.
out here, all it is negativity, and how can I rob this motherfucker, man?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just,
How can I get him somehow? You know,
It just-
everything's a game, a lick. You know, it's always some way to get what little the person
Yeah.
has left. You know, and that
Yeah.
to me stinks. You know, it really does. Especially if you're in the same situation. I never did understand why someone being homeless would steal someone else's credentials. I just don't understand
I don't
that.
really understand. I mean,
I don't
identity's been
understand
taken so many times.
Yeah, I get the identity theft thing. You want to take it to try to get some money out of it, of course. But at the same time, on the flip side of that, you have to make somebody go all the way downtown just to get their credentials.
Yeah.
And stuff like that is you know, that's hard, man, in itself, man. All
Yeah.
the way downtown from way over here.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a trip. That's a trip, man.
Is that
That's
where
a
Vital
long
Records is?
day. That's an all day.
Wow. But yeah, it's just yeah, no, I got no other choice but to just keep going. I mean, it's just how I was brought up, and
Strong.
I mean,
man.
I just, like I said, I just started talking with my mom again, and she's excited that I got a phone number. I found a SIM card,
That's awesome.
and it
bro.
and it
Yeah, I'm
has
happy
service.
for you.
I
Happy
get
for
unlimited
you.
talk, text, whatever, and
Yeah,
so now I
that's
can talk
awesome.
to people when I have the stomach to do so.
Yeah, I feel like everybody deserves to have a phone call and talk to people and
Yeah.
reach out to somebody.
Yeah,
You know, whether it be someone who hates you or somebody who kind of hates you.
yeah,
It's still good to have dialogue. When you stop dialogue, bad things happen.
yeah,
World peace comes to an end, and when dialogue stops, war happens.
yeah,
So you never stop talking. Always stop. Always talk.
yeah.
Talking prevents a lot of things, and you know, it's true. And in my young years, you know, talking has prevented a lot of bad things from happening in my life.
Yeah, and then I don't know if we talked about it last interview, whatever, but I got some information about where my son may be, and
Well, that's a good start.
I don't know what the steps would be that I need to take as a father to be able to get back in his life, whatever. But you know what? I've already done paid for whatever the fuck she felt like I needed to pay for, whatever. It's been 7 years.
Yeah.
I need to see my goddamn kid.
Yeah, about time. Yeah. Oh,
For
yeah.
real. Like,
yeah.
it's just, whatever it is, get the fuck over it.
Yeah.
Because I never put hands on you. I never did you dirty. All I did was try to be faithful. Yet you divorced me and was remarried in 3 months. Bitch, good luck. Okay, on that.
Yeah.
But all I want is to see my kid.
Yeah, man, and I think you deserve that, and you have your right to see your son. Well, man, I told
Yeah.
you I wasn't gonna try to keep you long.
Yeah, yeah.
But my last question, I always ask this question, and I'm always gonna ask it.
What's that?
In 5 years, man, where do you see yourself and why? If you could think out that far, man. 5 years,
In
man.
5 years.
from now, yeah, to date. Where do you see yourself, man?
I don't know. I fantasize about being out here somewhere because I like how serene it is. And like I said, I shared about when I was being brought up, the older generation telling me this is what a man should do and blah, 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 and he should take care of his house and take care of his family so they will take care of him.
There
And
it
I would
is.
like to have that in 5 years. And I don't know, man, how I'm going to exactly feel about being indoors. I think I want to make an indoor-outdoor type of situation.
That's cool.
because
That's unique, man.
because, yeah, I mean, I've seen people excavate and create an indoor
Indoor situation.
/ outdoor situation, and
You could do it.
he actually had it confirmed with the city for it to be an extension on his home.
That's awesome.
It was a
man.
remanufactured home and shit, and so he's outside, but he has the amenities of being inside.
That's awesome, man.
You know, so I'm thinking I might be a little more comfortable with that
something
because
like
when
that.
I got in my place with Rapid Rehousing, I didn't know how to act.
Yeah.
When I was in there for 3 months, I go,
What
I
is
just
this?
feel like I want to leave the door open so
Yeah.
I know what the fuck is going on out there. But
Yeah, you're used to all the sounds.
yeah,
and
but
all
it's a
the,
different
you know,
world where I was staying, so I was like, man, it's probably not a good idea, but I did leave my window cracked as much as possible because I want to know what is going on. And
Yeah, definitely.
like with
man.
Sagittarius, so I'm someone that is resourceful, 1, and 2, I need to know a way in and a way out wherever I'm at. And I try not to take the same path twice.
Ooh, there it is, man.
Yeah.
From my man right there,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Thank you so much, man. It's always an honor and a pleasure talking to you. You always got something to say, man. I consider you a think. I say think, meaning that you really think a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of remind me of me. You know, I like to think a lot. I like to, you know, put a lot of thoughts together, and I think that's, you know, because you remind me of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like to think too. So, man, I want to just you know, let you know, thank you so much for this interview, this brief update, man. And next time I see you, who knows, man, maybe we'll get another one, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, my guy.
Yep.
Man, love. You have a good one, all right?
All right.